Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of July 22nd through the 28th, 2024. First card out for you is Anxiety in Reverse. And you know what's funny? As I was shuffling your cards, I was already starting to get some channeled messages through, and I was feeling that collectively for Scorpio energy these past several months, honestly, I've just been feeling a lot of high levels of stress and anxiety that need to be resolved. Like, you need to seriously start prioritizing taking care of your mental health better and reducing stress and anxiety. And you just completely give up on ignoring that, completely give up on being hopeless about it, like, oh, there's nothing I can do. No, there is a lot you can do. Literally Google how to reduce stress, how to release cortisol from the body, okay, how to calm down anxiety, maybe like herbs and techniques that I can use to reduce anxiety, to reduce stress, because you need to do it, okay? You need to do it. And I actually really like that the anxiety card is coming out in reverse, because this is a good sign that your stress and anxiety is reducing this week. And your mental health is improving. The storms of your life are seemingly getting better, okay? Whatever those storms may be. For example, if you have a lot of credit card debt, if you have a lot of, financial stress and worries, you may be paying that off this week. You may be seeing a reduction there. You may be seeing, different things fall into place that will help you overall reduce stress, anxiety, okay? Very beautiful. We have the World coming out in reverse. Okay, so this to me really shows that there is one big cycle of your life that is trying to come to an end at this time. I feel that August and September is going to be, in particular, very life-changing for Scorpio energy. I'm not sure exactly why yet, but I've been picking up on this for several months now, like a turning point. And I'm seeing a lot of Scorpio energy people getting raises, getting promotions, going back to school, or getting some sort of higher education, or making life-changing choices, life-changing developments happening in the month of August and September. And I know we're not there quite yet, unless you're watching it around that time, but I am seeing that you are trying to wrap up this old cycle right now, and just sort of get things together. So this week feels like a week in amongst many weeks where you're wrapping up the bigger cycles of your life. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're doing things like decluttering, getting rid of things that you don't want, paying down debts, paying off any big expenses that you may have, or making some sort of changes, some sort of moves to support you better moving on in the future. I almost just said fortune, so that's interesting. And we have the Angel of Balance coming out in reverse, which does show that there is an imbalance in your life right now, okay? Find where that imbalance is. For example, if this is finances, you may have more expenses than income currently, and you need to really seriously reduce expenses, reduce bills, reduce something in order to create that balance again. Okay, it doesn't even have to be financial. Maybe this is you are giving so much to a certain relationship, a certain friendship, a certain job, and you're not receiving what you're supposed to be receiving back in response. There is a really huge discrepancy somewhere in your life where things are not balanced. And I'm seeing in particular, it's a discrepancy where you are giving a lot more than you're getting back. And you seriously need to look at this week and make adjustments so that way it is balanced again. Whatever those adjustments may be, big or small, because I feel like you haven't been fully aware or fully in the know about this imbalance, or maybe you had an idea that there was a big imbalance here, but you just, were like, okay, I'll worry about that later. Like, I'll figure it out later, whatever. This is the week to get serious about your life, Scorpio. I'm sorry I'm so aggressive, but you really need to take better care of yourself and make sure that everything is balanced in your life right now, because any relationship, job, financial thing that is draining your energy, it's because there is an imbalance. Okay, so when you give more than you take, it's not haha whatever. No, it's big. It's really, 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 really serious, because that is a drain on your vital life force energy. Okay, and when your life force energy is drained, you will not manifest the outcomes that you want. You will not be able to use the law of attraction in the way that you want, getting the things that you want. Your dreams are no longer building up momentum because your life force energy is being drained by either the people around you, the job you're working, wherever the drain is. It is literally taking from your future. It is taking from your life. And that is way more important. Like, that is like present day thing that you need to be focusing on. Like, this is like first priority thing you need to fix before you worry about anything else. Okay, so let's get into your tarot now. First card out is the 8 of Wands. We see beautiful forward movement. You're going to get a lot of invitations this week, a lot of people communicating with you, maybe even people coming out of the woodworks to just talk to you, see how you're doing. I love the 8 of Wands. It is honestly my favorite card in the tarot. So this week isn't all bad. Other than that serious message we have, it's not all bad. You are gonna start seeing more and more improvements to your situation. And these aren't random improvements. These are seeds that you planted earlier that are developing, that are taking course here, taking flight here. So very beautiful. Ace of Wands right next to that too. So much positivity. Okay, yeah, this week is definitely not bad. Spirit just need to get stern with you for a second, okay? And this is passion. This is new passion. Scorpio, this is a good month if you're single or open or anything like that. I actually see a little bit of spontaneous random passion that may be coming through from somebody. Like maybe you just go hang out with a friend or whatever, and then it somehow turns flirty, and then it somehow turns into you kissing, and then it somehow turns into like, you know, keep on going, fill in the blank. A lot of passion here, a lot of very sensual developments there. And if that's not your cup of tea, or if that's just not something that's in the cards for you right now, this could even be spontaneous creative passion. Like you randomly start up with a new hobby, a new project, something like that, out of the blue, unplanned, and it's a very beautiful new development is what I'm seeing this week. Totally new, just hearing about it this week, okay? The Devil in reverse. Oh my gosh. Having this come out next to the Ace of Wands, this is very sexual energy. Scorpio, I'm being honest, okay? And also, this shows you, like I said, breaking out of the negative patterns that were creating such a stark imbalance in your life. For sure. So that's really great. I'm also seeing music, live music, or hearing music, concerts, things like that. Maybe something you talk about. You may be buying a ticket to a concert or something. I don't know why live music is coming through. Very specific, but I'm also getting an image. This is very, very specific and will not relate to everyone. I don't know why I'm getting an image in my head of like those body, what are they even called? Like body harnesses that a lot of people wear, like in a sexual way, like lingerie way, but also people wear over their clothes or as part of their outfits. You know what I'm talking about? Like harnesses, things like that. I don't know why that's coming through. Or maybe just wearing like strappy things. So fashion may be something that you're looking more into or being more adventurous with as well. Anyways, second row of cards out, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Very fascinating. So I don't know why I'm seeing here, if you're having a spontaneous rendezvous, a spontaneous love affair with somebody this week, like if you're single, they may not necessarily be someone that you want to be with long term. I'm just keeping it real, guys. This is coming through for your reading. And this may be because you don't necessarily 100% feel like you're emotionally compatible, but it feels like the heat of the moment may take over. So I don't know. Be careful of that if that's not something that interests you, that you feel like may happen. But yeah, I am seeing that. Another thing I'm seeing here is a lot of ideas in your head for how you can make improvements in your life, but not a lot of follow through. So that may be something that you need to work on as well. You know, I just like to make one tiny little change every day. Something I recently started doing. So I actually have it right here. I have a planner for my week ahead. I write down my readings, the things I have to do that day. I don't know why I was going to say appointments. Oh my gosh, like plans that I have with people I write down here. And something I started doing every single day, I take my blue gel pen and I put a little cloud and I write down something that I can do that day that will improve what I'm doing. You know, like today's thing that I'm improving is that when I film these readings, I pre-shuffle the cards and just choose them from the top instead of shuffling as I go along, because I keep dropping cards consistently all throughout videos. So that's my 1% improvement for the day. And then tomorrow I'll have another one and another one and another one. And that is my follow through for my plans. Okay. So doing something like that may really help you. Knight of Cups in reverse has a lot of great ideas, a lot of romantic energy, like the ideas of things like big projects or big sweeping changes that you want to make in your life is very romantic to you. It's very enticing to you, but when it comes to actually taking action on it, I feel like you might be getting so overwhelmed by all that you have to do that you don't actually get it done. And you only have to do a little bit each day, and then a little bit more the next day and the next day and the next day. And that will really help you with your follow through. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands coming out in reverse. Very fascinating. So this could be somebody, well, first off, this continues the message we were just saying of having a lot of great, grand, big visions for your life, but needing a little bit more follow through there. And also the Queen of Wands in reverse can be somebody who also has a lot of great ideas. They're a big talk but little action. So I would pay very close attention to anybody in your life who keeps saying the right things, but they're not taking the actions, the steps. Okay, try not to be enticed by words, but rather be enticed by action. Okay, I think honestly both are important. I've been with people who were all words, no action, and it sucked. But I've also been with people who are all action, no words, and that also sucked, because you need that verbal confirmation, like the 5 love languages, for example. I think it's low-key a scam, like that, everyone has their love language that they need to feel safe and protected in. And like, no, we all need to receive all 5 of those love languages, which are words of affirmation, encouragement, verbal encouragement, verbally saying to people and hearing from people like, hey, I love you, or hey, I'm here for you. That's important. Acts of service is important. Doing things like cleaning up the dishes because you're extra busy with responsibilities today, or rubbing your feet, or I don't know, just taking on a little bit more things, making that appointment for you, little things like that to just take the stress, the worry off of your shoulders, and you doing that for other people, being the one to create the date, being the one to plan things out, that is important to receive and give. And then giving gifts. It's important to show people through little tokens of appreciation, gifts, and also receiving that. It's just very important. And then what are the other 2? So we got words, action, acts of service, gifts, quality time. It's important to spend time with the people you love, of course, and then physical touch, which is also important. I feel like we all need all of these things. Okay, it's not like, oh, I only need gifts and that's it. You don't have to tell me you love me. You don't have to spend time with me. It's fine. Like, I think that's the biggest scam ever. And so I don't know, when I look at the Queen of Wands in reverse for your reading, just pay very close attention and make sure that the people in your life are doing all of these things for you, honestly, at the level in which they are in your life. If somebody's just a casual friend, for example, you may only spend time here and there with them, and you might go out and one day you pay for the food and drinks, and then another time you go out they pay for it. It's reciprocal, it's balanced. You speak to each other, you spend that time with each other, and maybe on your birthdays or something you get a very small gift or card or something. It doesn't even have to be big. Those things are all important. And honestly, if you just follow those 5 principles, those 5 rules, you're taking good care of your relationships around you. And if you look to see that other people in your life are following those 5 principles when it comes to them pouring energy into you, they're a good person in your life as well. So very important. Okay, final card out, we have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, protecting your heart. And there's some similarities in your reading to Cancer's reading as well, because Cancer's reading was very much about like protecting your heart and just making sure that the balance is there. And you're being asked the same thing. It's not necessarily directed towards a particular relationship, although it could be about a particular relationship in your life. I just really, really feel like you need to pay attention to the balance, to the give and take, because there are areas in your life where you are, whether it's financial, whether it's relationships, whether it's work and whatever, where you are giving a lot more than you are receiving, where you have a lot more experience and trustability, reliability than you're being paid for, or that you're being acknowledged and appreciated for, and it's time to demand that reciprocation happens. And if reciprocation doesn't happen, okay, I'm going to go find someone or something that does reciprocate, okay? So, very interesting week ahead, very spicy week ahead, full of creative wonder, a lot of sensuality for some of you, a lot of you, honestly, and yeah, creating that balance again. Okay, definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead, because there is more to this week than just this. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.